New fastest lap for Bradbury, 2:03.61. Pit exit is clear. Blue flag. Front left, 100%. Left rear, 100. There's traffic behind, watch your mirrors. Cold tyres all round. Blue flag.
Sorry mate, my spotter didn't even talk to me.
Good. Surely you would send me in the error or something. Do we have race control yet?
Yeah, there won't be race control tonight. You can still report your incident, and it will be reviewed later.
B27, you're currently 2.2 off the leader's pace. Sector 1 is 0.6 off the pace. Sector 2 is 0.7 off the pace. Sector 3 is 0.9 off the pace. B29, good lap. That's your quickest today. Sector 1 is 0.7 off the pace. Sector 2 is 0.2 off the pace. Sector 3 is 0.6 off the pace. B28, this is the last lap of fuel. That's your quickest lap. Sectors 1 and 3 are 0.6 off the pace. You're a tenth off the pace in Sector 2.
drivers, as mentioned earlier, there is a chance we will not have race control tonight. Please keep it clean. If you do have an incident, call it out. It makes it easier for the post-race review to find said incidents. If you have multiple incidents happening at the same time, call them in one at a time. Try not to call them in all at once. And good luck.
That's great.
That's the end of the session. B25.
Good luck, Cadsy.
B25, car number 517. Rolling start, get ready. Follow car number 604 in the right column. The safety car speed is 96 kilometers per hour. Alright Craig, nice and neat, stay out of trouble. Floor it, green, green, green. On your right. Clear right. Car left. Clear left. On your left. Clear left, car left. Clear left. Left side, you're on the right, 3 wide. Clear left. Left's 3 wide, you're on the right. Clear left. On your left. Clear left. Car left.
Race control.
Clear left.
Turn 4.
Car left. Clear left. B20. Car right. Right side's clear. Car left. Clear left. Left side.
Race control.
Clear left. Come on, Craig. Nicely done. B19.
Race control, car 9, Mark 2.
There's an incident in
Sorry.
6.
Sorry.
Looks like it's Beaumont. Car right. Clear right. Fucking excellent pass. Nice one, mate. Left side. Clear left. Well done, Craig. Nice move, mate. B16. gap to V17 behind is increasing. It's now 1.1 seconds. The car in front is Honey, car number 273. Stay between the lines, please, Craig. The gap behind is now 1.5 seconds.
Speeding for
The gap to Honey ahead is now 2.1 seconds. Yellow flag, keep your wits about you, mate. Incident in turn 8. It looks like Amos. Okay, Craig, the next car is Amos, car number 125, and their rating is 2.2.
Sorry, Eddie.
No worries, mate. No worries.
16th place. Track limits, watch those lines. Car right. Clear right.
Red control up 7, half 20.
V14.
Sorry, I missed.
What's up, man? I know you made it up. On your right. Right side's clear. There's an incident in the carousel. We think it might be Neil.
Car right. Clear right, sir. Clear right. On your right. Right side's clear. Car left. Still there. Clear left. The guy in front is Norris, car number 245, B licence. What's your speed limit in the pits? Pit lane speed limit is 72 kilometers per hour. When we exit the pits, we should be in position 27. Front left, 85%. Left rear, 89. Car number 232 is leading the race. There's an incident in turn 1. We think it might be Amos.
Left, right, left. You read my mind.
Okay, Craig, the next car is de Klerk, car number 254. Zamora is pitting from P13. He should come out close in front of you. Incident in the carousel. It looks like it's Norris. P24. We've just cut the track. Incident in turn 6. It looks like Honey. Incident in turn 7. It looks like Honey. King is pitting from position 8. We think he'll come out a little way behind you. P20.
That was quite cool.
Very.
P19. Left side. clear left. On your right. Clear right. Okay, Craig, we've just cut the track. The stewards have warned us for cutting the track. Keep it between the white lines. Seventeenth place. Keep it within the track limits.
I think you're blinking pretty bad there, mate.
cut warning. Keep it tidy, please, Craig. Car right. Still there. Clear right.
Hitting right.
Track limits. P16. There's an incident in turn 1. We think it might be Bradbury.
There's race control, flat 18, turn 1.
You got no real there.
I've got a lot of damage to Lado, go past mate.
Thank you.
You're flashing quite a fair bit there, Commission.
P13.
Dale, you blinked like 3 times then, mate.
Alright, Craig. Pit window open. should be coming out into clear air. When we exit the pits, we'll be in P26.
Stabilise now.
Yeah, man.
P11. Car clear left.
You're flashing and jumping around quite badly, mate. Yeah, it's you, mate.
I'm going to push the pit start.
There's an incident in Zone 14. It looks like it's Adam. Okay, Craig. We've gone out of track limits. Keep it between the lines. The car ahead is Franklin, car number 53. De Klerk behind is pitting now. B9. We think you'll be out of fuel on the next lap.
Nice speed, by the way.
The gap to P8 in front is now 4.9.
You can see me flashing, let me know when I'm flat on the road, yeah?
The gap to Franklin ahead is increasing. It's now 5.5. Box this lap, please, Craig. Shane is pitting from position 2. He should be a little bit behind when he comes out. "15 minutes left, that's 15 minutes. Come on, let's put this hard work to good use. Watch your speed. Look out for the pit speed limit. When we exit the pits, we should be in P22. left front 67%, rear left 78. Your exit's clear. Watch the white line. Okay, Craig, the next car is Sharp, car number 151, and their rating is 2.1. Nathan is closing in. The gap is now 1.7. He's quicker than you into turn 1. P16. Car right. Right side's clear. Zamora is pitting from P6. We think he'll come out just in front of you. P17, come on, stop fucking it up. That lap was a 207.95. Sectors 2 and 3 are 1.1 off the pace. Sector 1 is 0.6 off the pace. The gap to Nathan ahead is increasing. It's now 1.0. Right, the guy ahead of us is Nathan, car number 604, and their rating is 1.5. The gap to Zamora behind is now 2.2. 15th place. The gap to P16 behind is now 1.7. Okay, Craig, 5 minutes to go, 5 minutes left. There'll be chances here. Let's make sure we can take them. behind is now 1.4 seconds. The gap to 16th place behind is now 1.3 seconds. Alright Craig, the next car is Franklin, car number 53. Just 2 minutes left, 2 minutes to go. P14, last lap. We'd be warned about track limits. There's an incident in Canada Corner. We think it might be Bean.
Well done, Brad.
.14th. Okay, it's over. Well done, mate. Good finish.
ready for the post race. Jenny Davison will come up next to take the checkered flag. She's the only Chev in the field. At 6th is going to go to Josh Fitt. If he can hold off Ryan Bettis. This battle for 16th is still on. James Parker is 15th. Reg Burke 16th. Chuk Fung Wong 17th.
Look at
That's how they
car
stay to
517,
Canada.
lap 10, please.
Oh,
Oh no, Reg Burke, wowee. One mistake all night, and it was off Canada, off turn 12, sliding into the tyre wall on the inside. Driver's
Good race
right.
at the end there,
He
Quentin.
will lose 16th
Race
on that
control,
note
can we take a
to
look at car
Chuk Fung Wong,
517, lap 10, please?
and James Parker will round out the top 15. Nick Woods came home in 7th. Shane Clancy was 8th. Harry Lawrence was, Ryan Bettis
Oh.
came home in 7th. Nick Wood was 8th. Oh, no, Dave.
I was about to say no one's running out of fuel, but Dave's done it.
Has run out of fuel. He's crawling up the hill. He's got to get over the crest. If he gets over the crest, he can limp his way down, surely, yes. Riddell will get there, but it's going to be position number 19.
Wayne Hewitt's actually coming up the hill.
Unless Wayne Hewitt can pip him and sting him at the tail. No, Riddell is there.
There you go.
Riddell is there by the skin of his teeth. What the hell? Oh my goodness. Brad Coates, Glenn Arnott have joined us as well. Let's go through the crunching of the numbers here for Waste Options GT3 Pro. Consecutive round wins for Harrison Lewis.
Yeah.
Richard Mitchell, Marcus Watson, Mustang lock out of the
Marking for
podium.
race
How
control,
seldom do we see
car
that?
overtaking before the
this
control
little
line.
one supercars.
Car
Reese Wakefield
number
fourth, Danny Davis and Josh Fitt, Ryan Badass, Nick
137.
Wood, then Shane Clancy and Harry Lawrence. We finally got to finish reading out the top 10. 5 Mustangs for Ford, 2 Mercedes, a Porsche, a McLaren, a Chev Corvette, the top 10. Alex Barrelon in 11th will be a little bit disappointed with that. Aaron Major up 14 spots now. If he qualified, he gets the most positions gained for the night. If not, it's Chuk Fung Wong with +9 in 16th. Aaron Major was up 14. Miles Burgess and Daniel Piper up 4 apiece. James Parker up 7. Chuk Fung Wong was 16th, up 9. And then Reg Burke, Andrew Neal, Dave Riddell, Wayne Hewitt, the top 20. Daniel Cheney finishes 21st. Ryan Jones parked up in pit lane, as did Matty Woods. They'll still be classified, but it'll be 22nd and 23rd. And forget about the rest. Ben Woods was 23rd. James Lawrence, John Trott, Dylan Shepherd, and Mitch McLeod, all retirements. Fastest lap of the race went to Harrison Lillis. Right. Glenn Arnott's here to celebrate the fact that he got victory in the Pro Am split this evening. Sean Benici, Brad Coates, Jonathan Hooper, David Baz, Dave Oliver, Paul Wood, Bobby Camo, Luke King, and Jeff Adams. And let me see Bond, take on all that in just a moment. Down 47 seconds. Right on. Bondy, where did it go wrong, please?
Everywhere, really.
Oh, no.
But it was all right.
I thought you were starting to become happy with the race car.
Oh, I'm never happy with this Beamer, to be honest with you. It's a bit
All right.
under the...
Can I interest you in a Mustang, please?
Yes, I'm considering that next term, depending on the bop, but we'll see.
All right. Very nicely done. Talk us through the race, mate, and the challenges. Obviously not happy with 14th, but at least you did get to the finish.
Yeah, definitely. It was pretty good. I tried something else with the setup tonight. I tried different springs and stuff, which is usually something I just totally avoid. Don't go down that alley of dampers and springs and stuff, and gave it a go tonight, and I reckon I've accomplished what I wanted and got somewhat what I want from the car, but it just lacked pace. Plus, me as well, but at least I finished top 15. I think I got 14th, especially after starting 25th or whatever, so not a bad night when you look at it that way.
No, not a bad night at all, mate. In saying all of that, obviously not the result you would have been hoping for. How do you turn it around for next week? when the series gets to Silverstone?
Just keep going and see what gets thrown at us, really. I'm not going to approach it any different, just do what I've been doing lately, and because Beamers can be good at some tracks, but it's always a good all-round car, so it's not like I'm going to be up front 1 week and then all the way down the back. I'll usually be around that mid-pack, but yeah, it should be fine. I might give setups a bit more going next week and try something else, but I'm finally learning more on the setup side of stuff now.
Yep. And we've got to get to your karting in just a moment. But here's a scary thought for you, right? There's only 3 weeks left in this campaign. Then there's a 2-week break. So as we sit here, we are 6 weeks away from the start of term 4. So that's a lot of time and not a lot of time at the same time, to be fair, because it'll come and go very quickly. But a lot can get thrown at us with regards to new content, with regards to BOP updates, and that's going to make the decision-making process that you guys have ahead of you with regards to what car to run next term all the more interesting.
Might change your words there, actually, Zach. I don't think there's much of a we at this point. I don't think I've seen any of the other members race for over the last 4 weeks or longer, so, yeah, they're not really any more here, honestly. I'm about
So it's Craig Bond Racing, essentially, is what you're selling me.
Yeah, and to be honest with you, I wouldn't be surprised if I swap over to privateer driver again towards the end of this season, next season. So we'll see what happens in that space.
Interesting. Well, yeah, watch this space, and that'll make the livery design all the more interesting as well. Let's put it that way. Now, sim racing wise, what's next for you, please? How busy is this week?
I think I'm going to step back from Tuesdays from now on. I might give the final week a crack, but that would be about it. I think I'm doing Wednesday, Thursday for the main course, as well as the Friday main course. Once again, I've been waiting for a few weeks. I haven't given that a crack, so hopefully we can get some good results in that this week.
Indeed. Now, before we go any further, yes. Just stay with me there, Bondi. I know you got something else you want to talk to me about, but I've only just had a comment come through that would suggest that our race winner from the Pro Split's just a little bit short on time tonight. When I got the message from Adam Lavis, I thought he was going to tell me that he was short on time, but no, he's good. Harrison Lillis isn't. So, Bondi, stay there for me, mate. I'm coming back to you in a moment, because we've got to talk to you about your karting exploits from Griffith over the weekend. It's hard to believe that he's pressed for time, ladies and gentlemen, when he's actually got an extra half hour left in the evening than us on the East Coast. But hello, Harrison Lewis. And well done as well, because that was clinical, mate. It's as though you're back to your brilliant best, back to your championship winning ways, back-to-back round wins, and well worth trading in the Ferrari early in the season.
Absolutely, yeah. First of all, sorry to butt in here. I know there's a lot of really cool stuff to talk about, and probably don't want to hear my voice for too long anyway. But yeah, it was a mega night. Obviously, the car's in a really good spot, and I probably no other tracks on the service I love it more than this place. I know it's really simple and cops a bit of flack for just being a slipstream fest, but I really do love it. And when the car's in the window, I had a great time tonight. So yeah, absolutely stoked to get 3 in a row.
Oh, don't worry, mate. We don't have much time either, because at the end of the day, I've got an early start tomorrow morning for the 8-hour drive back to Ipswich, so I know what it's all about.
Ouch.
Yeah, I know. The joys of taking interstate work and not having a personal assistant to chauffeur me, or at least share the duties. But anyway, that says more about me than needs to be said at this time of the night. Let's talk about the race there, because that thing was hooked up on rails. It was clear that the Mustangs were dominant, mate, but you particularly more than most. What was the secret? Because, I mean, Reese Wakefield's not a slouch. Marcus Watson's not a slouch. Richard Mitchum's not a slouch. And yet you won by 18 seconds.
Yeah, it was a pretty decent effort. I think there's a real particular sort of rhythm you get into at Road America. I've done way too many laps here in GT3. Obviously, on the old build, the cars have changed quite a lot, but it's a similar process. Just getting into the flow with lifting in the right spots and making sure your tires are in the right window, because it's all simple corners, but you can really sort of quickly tie yourself in a knot. So yeah, really clicked with the place. Sensational sort of flow with the car as well. Honestly, like the Mustang is just in such a good spot at the moment with all its rotation, and the Ferrari was great. I really loved how it felt early on in the build, but it's just night and day how much better the Mustang is at the moment. It's incredible.
Indeed, it is. Now, with regards to this series, I'm looking at the points here, mate, and I know Adam Lavis is going to bring us some updated points very shortly, which you'll be casting your eye over and no doubt be intrigued with. When you look at where this situation is, though, before the drop rounds come into the equation, Sean Campbell was only a few points up the road. I think he was 258 coming into tonight. You were, of course, down on 204. You had Richard Mitchum for company. You've accounted for him. Ryan Bettis was probably the next one within your reach. You finished well ahead of him. Things are looking good for you to make a late surge here for the potential to go back to back. It wasn't looking so good a couple of weeks ago, but it's looking a lot more promising now, unless Sean Campbell, of course, turns back up again in the next couple of weeks, of course. But only 4 races to go. Double points at Mount Panorama, sprint racing at the Nürburgring. Things are looking good for H. Lillis and Albert Drop Bear now.
Absolutely. I mean, there's a bunch of tracks there late in the season that are super competitive all the time, regardless of what car you turn up in. People have just got the laps there. So obviously, particularly Bathurst in GT3. So it'll be interesting to go there. How the cars operate since the change will be good. I haven't really driven Bathurst at all since the change, so that'll be good fun. And yeah, I mean, back-to-back championships will be fantastic. I really didn't think it'd be possible after taking the half points cut for the car change, but just having a really good time, and whatever comes with that will come with it.
Indeed. Now, let's talk about 2 more things here quickly. I won't hold you up too long because I know you've got to shoot through. Strategy tonight, tyre wear, was it noticeable? Did you take fresh rubber at any point?
It was definitely noticeable. I think I was a little bit in my own head with what to do at this start, because I think I remember early on in the season we got done over for not taking tyres in a 1-hour race. So I think it was 50-50 on whether or not I did. I didn't take rubber for this one, but you could definitely feel the tyre wear sort of across the stint. It was really bad for this first couple of laps each time you came out the pit lane, but you just had to drive to that ceiling. The moment that you try and push over that, or what the car's capable of, that's when you get yourself in trouble. If you just sort of drive under that, or not even under it, just to what it is capable of, you can only get so much time out of it, right? If you force any more than that, all you do is lose it. So yeah, just about lifting where I could, keep the temps down, and baby the tires all the way, knowing that I wasn't going to get any fresh ones.
Indeed. Now, Silverstone's the next stop. So before that, however, we've got GT Pro, Circuit de la Sarthe, Friday night. Just talk us through the juggling act for the next 7 days, mate, because obviously Silverstone's integrally, vitally important for your GT3 series aspirations here on the GSRC platforms, retaining the number 1. How much of a juggling act is this week? Adequately preparing for what is quite rightly a very important round, and a very important series, held in very high regard amongst the sim racing community, not least the GT3 community specifically within it. And then, of course, adequately giving yourself enough turnaround time to prepare for Silverstone. Does Le Mans compromise Silverstone in any way, shape, or form?
I think just going back to the way we operate, like, we're always busy with events. I guess it's a little bit quieter now that the main endurance season is sort of passed with, your Nürburgrings and whatever, but we've always been pretty good at balancing that sort of thing. There's always something to do. So it's not really like the workload's a hell of a lot higher than it has been. But I think did a lot of work today for GT Pro. Like, I'll probably rest for a day or 2 and then come back to it later. It's just making sure you're not tiring yourself out. But yeah, it shouldn't be too bad. I'm looking forward to GT Pro on Friday. It should be good fun.
Indeed. Now, as far as the rest of it's concerned, what else is on the agenda this week? I mean, firstly, how are you feeling about Le Mans, and then where else are the Orbit Drop Bear boys going to be popping up and having a run this week? No doubt, obviously, one eye on Wednesday night with the Gen 3 supercars. You guys have been dominating there as well.
Yeah, lads are really enjoying their racing at the moment. There's been a little bit of shuffling around the place within the team, and some sort of stuff going on in the scene with other teams and whatnot. So I think we're all just really enjoying our racing right now, or at least trying to. And yeah, obviously a bunch of great accommodations here at GSRC. We love coming to do the Super Formulas on a Friday night. That's been fantastic, just to sort of cool off at the end of the week and do something fun that we don't usually do. And yeah, it's been fantastic to just sort of jump in cars and go against each other every now and then. It's good fun.
I was going to say our Super Formula grid might be a little bit depleted on that note this week.
Yeah, it's I know I didn't actually think
Can't
of that.
be in
Oh
two
my god!
races at once, can
Of
you?
course. Yeah, no, you can't do that. Yeah, no, we'll have to put a line through Super Formula on Friday night for this one. But yeah. Anyway,
It is what it is. As you say, the joys of juggling the schedule and not being able to be in two places at once. I'm going to let you go, mate. I know you're busy. Anyone you want to thank on the way out?
no worries, boys. As always, everyone back at the team for what they're doing. Sort of backing me on. I was on deafen tonight because I just needed to focus a little bit. But they're always there backing me in and watching, and you know, it always gives you that confidence to get a couple more tenths in each lap. So it's fantastic to have them behind my back all the time. Can't thank them enough. And yeah, thanks to you boys for putting on the stream as always.
Our pleasure, mate. Thanks for stopping in for a chat. Thanks for pushing your way to the front of the queue, because if you didn't pass that message on to Adam and he didn't pass it on to me, and you saw yourself out, we would have thought, what the bloody hell's going on here? So at least you're able to clarify that for us and explain that. Enjoy the rest of this week. I look forward to calling you in action again on Friday night, and obviously we look forward to Silverstone on the Grand Prix configuration there, the current day Grand Prix configuration there next Monday night for the final 60-minute hit out of the term.
Legend, Zach. Cheers, boys. I'll catch you next time.
It is a hugely busy bloody week for the platforms, the Gentlemen Sim Racing Club, not least Gt3 Racing in this country at large. Let's go back to Bondi, coming to Brad Coates and Glenn Arnott in just a moment. Of course, noting that Bondi's a school kid and has a bit more of a strict bedtime than you blokes. So we'll come to you in a moment, particularly Glenn Arnott. Looking forward to hearing his thoughts on the race win around here. But Bondi, I wanted to actually congratulate you. And I know you wanted to mention it here as well. A great weekend for you out in Griffith. An overdue result, quite frankly. A very, I don't want to say it, smugly or anything like that, but sadly, it wasn't a very well attended event in terms of the overall number of entrants across all the classes. But at the end of the day, a kart race is a kart race. You've got to be in it to win it. And we congratulate you on being able to do that over the course of the weekend in what was a black plate event. So maybe as you give us your thoughts on that, and I know you want to pass on some thank yous and some well wishes, but maybe just explain and clarify for the audience at home that aren't familiar with the sport of karting what a black plate is.
Yeah, thanks, Zach. So the black plate is effectively the close state title for your state, which for me was New South Wales.
Yes.
So I wouldn't, even though there wasn't many entries, it was actually really tight and competitive all the day. In qualifying, the top three was separated by less than a tenth, and I was actually second, and I was on used tyres for the qualifying onwards for the entire weekend, and everyone else was on new tyres, so that spiced it up. I had to look after him all weekend and got to the final and somehow actually pulled off getting a win and winning it by 5 seconds. And that really was good. Getting the black plate, getting second overall in the for the round. I think I missed out by like a couple points. It would have been very tight, but and then I also wrapped up the championship, which I pretty much had wrapped up after the first couple of heats anyways, but it was still ultra competitive. Learnt a lot. Did a lot of learning over that weekend. And yeah, it was pretty good actually. But would have been better if we had a few more in our class, but sadly one had to go to hospital after having some health issues and is still there today. So hopefully Joseph gets well soon, and all best wishes to his family.
Well said, young man. And well done to you as well. Nice to see you in the winner's circle. And as you say, you still had to go out and tick a couple of the boxes with regards to the broader picture with, the series. But of course, that was the Black Plate title. So you're the closed state champion for the next 12 months, which is very cool. The Open State Championships for the Blue Plate still to come. And no doubt you'd love to be able to go and snare that one as well.
Oh, actually, I don't even know if I'll be able to make it to that, honestly.
Bugger.
I can. It just depends a lot on funding, as, yeah, we got a few Melbourne meets not Melbourne meets, Victoria meets to go. We've got, end of this month, we've got Australasian titles at Numurkah, Goulburn Valley, and then, weekend after that is the Wagga Club Day on the 6th of September, which would be good to have some people come out and race, or if not, at least come out and watch, especially since there's a come and try day / afternoon post racing, I think, for the fathers, as it's on Father's Day. And then following weekend, I think I've got off, and then I might have something on. But at the end of September, I know I've got the state titles if I've got funding to do that, and then weekend before that I've got the junior sprint at Puckapunyal. So it's a busy couple months, but a lot of it's going to depend on money if I actually get to these events. But yeah.
Indeed, mate. But we know that that's not an isolated situation. There'd be a few others juggling the same, issues that you are at the moment, just trying to make it ends meet and trying to be able to scrape the funds required together in order to make it happen. You're certainly not alone there. There's a lot of people that'd be able to relate to that situation. So hopefully there'll be someone within the Gentleman Sim Racing Club that likes what you do here that might pick up the phone for you and say, look, we'll sponsor you. I don't know, whether it's pick up your fuel bill or your, entry fee or something like that. Anyone that's, willing to get around him and support him, I'm sure you'll be able to find a way to reach out to Craig Bond. And of course, that's not just specifically in the Wagga Gundagai part of the world, but of course, the joys of being a part of a sim racing league that is predominantly Australia wide, but also has a bit of international reach as well. You may be lucky. You might have someone slide into the DMs, mate, and say, how can we help? Going to leave you go on that note. I know you got school tomorrow. Good luck. Well done. Great result in Griffith. I obviously didn't get to see the action because we had a full-on weekend in Orange. And I know you enjoyed watching the action there yesterday too, mate. So
yeah, you had a nice final to commentate, actually.
We had a magnificent weekend of racing out there, and thankfully some nice fine weather for the finals as well. And looking forward very much to going to Sydney Illawarra in 4 weeks' time for the next round of the Dunlop Kart Stars Series. You'll be able to watch some of the action there too, mate. Go well. We'll catch up with you Thursday night.
Yeah, thanks, Zach. And actually, thank you for getting me involved in GSRC too, Zach. It's been a while since I've actually said it, if ever, but it's almost going to be a year soon since you've got me involved in it.
I know. Yeah, it is my fault, ladies and gentlemen. I can't deny that. He's just thrown me under the bus. It was me. But it was all because, funnily enough, where he was over the weekend, that's where we were introduced to one another, because I was there as a commentator for an event last March, and then it's all kind of just snowballed from there. So Bondi took an interest in what I do from the commentary side of things, and then reached out and sought some feelers. How do I get involved, etc. So yes, unfortunately, I have to take responsibility for that one, but there are nights where that's a very good thing for me to be able to do, Bondi. Tonight, not necessarily one of those for you in 14th. Hopefully a better result next week, mate. Go well.
Yeah, and thank you to all my karting sponsors and team supporters, Wagga Kart Club, Viewco, Fast Jets for the team, and then all my other karting sponsors. Too many lists right now, and then thanks to my dad for everything he does on the kart, take him everywhere. Gary or River and Go Kart Centre for all their support and help over the last 2 weekends from Golden Pair and Black Plate to get me to first place and Black Plate champion and Southern Trophy Series champion. So thank you.
Now, Bondi did message me about all that earlier in the day and tee me up to mention that too, ladies and gentlemen. But yes, he did want to thank people for the help over the weekend. And I would have thought, considering that you were lining that up, that you would have already had that list there in front of you, ready, accessibly, to grab hold of and read out, Bondi. But at least you've been able to remember the bulk of it. So good work. Go and enjoy some sleep, mate. We'll catch up later in the week.
Yeah, you too.
Well, mate, I won't be sleeping just yet. I've got to finish packing the car after I talk to Brad Coates and Glenn Arnott, and of course wrap up the my broadcast as well. Good on you, buddy. Thank you for that. From Craig Bond to the aforementioned Glenn Arnott, who won the prize.